You're watching News Channel 11 in your corner this morning.
Good morning, and thank you for choosing News Channel 11 and ABC Tri-Cities this morning. Today is Saturday, July 16th, and you're taking a live look over Kingsport as you start your Saturday morning with us. Again, good morning. I'm Callie Durham. Here's a look at some of the stories that are headed your way during our next half hour. Details on when and where a Black Lives Matter rally is set to take place in our region. And we'll tell you all about an undercover investigation that's landed dozens of people behind bars. But first, breaking news overnight, an Amber Alert has been issued by the Virginia State Police and the Washington County, Virginia Sheriff's Office for 2 children out of Abingdon. Again, the Virginia State Police and Washington County, Virginia Sheriff's Office has issued an Amber Alert early this morning for 2 missing children. Here's what we know at this hour. The children were last seen in a 2009 white Cadillac CTS Tennessee license plate 9A25S2. Investigators say that they are with 38-year-old Julie Busacco. You see her picture there on your screen. Take a look. This is who officials are also looking for, 12-year-old Ian Busacco, and he has red hair and blue eyes, as you can see in that photo there. Investigators are also trying to track down 10-month-old Riley Bacon. There's a picture of her. She's described as having blonde hair and blue eyes. If you've seen either of these two, VSP says that those children are believed to be in extreme danger. If you see any of the 3 people there on your screen, you're asked to call that number at the top of your screen or call 911 immediately. New in this morning's Crime Watch, a shooting in Southwest Virginia is under investigation. It all happened last night on Sky Drive in Glade Spring, Virginia. The Washington County, Virginia Sheriff's Office says a 15-year-old juvenile is now facing multiple charges. Sheriff Fred Newman said a 58-year-old man was shot in the upper torso by his son. That juvenile is charged with several crimes, including aggravated malicious wounding and use of a firearm in the commission of a felony. He's being held at the Highlands Juvenile Detention Center. At last check, the victim is at the Bristol Regional Medical Center in critical condition. Plus, a Black Lives Matter rally is set to take place later today in Johnson City. Organizers say they've received threats after announcing the event on Facebook. The rally will take place at the intersection of West Market Street and North State of Franklin Road. Johnson City Police will be on hand just to make sure that traffic is continuing to move through the busy intersection. Captain Rice tells us police just want to make sure that the group is able to practice their freedom of speech.
It's a mutually beneficial to the public and the protesters to respect one another, respect the First Amendment right to protest, respect their opinion, and just generally respect each other.
Organizers say they chose the location in front of Chick-fil-A because they want to send a message to the restaurant chain. They say they do not agree with Chick-fil-A's open support of the Blue Lives Matter movement because they believe it is a distraction from the Black Lives Matter movement.
Raise awareness, especially with the Blue Lives Matter campaign, which was a way to silence the Black Lives Matter movement. And that's one of the reasons we chose to have it at Chick-fil-A. We're not targeting that Chick-fil-A specifically. Their national Chick-fil-A started that campaign.
We are saying stop executing us on the street. We have rights to due process. If we are doing something wrong, give us the opportunity to have our rights to due process.
Horton and Prater told us that they've received threats on the event's Facebook page, but they say if someone did approach them in a violent way, they would respond with peaceful actions. Again, the rally is planned for later today from 5:30 until 8 o'clock this evening. We'll have a full report coming up on the news tonight at 6. Well, it's been 1 year since a deadly terror attack in Chattanooga that claimed the lives of 5 servicemen. Last year on July 16th, a gunman opened fire on 2 military sites, killing 4 Marines and a sailor while injuring 2 others. The FBI said the gunman was a radicalized Muslim. Today we remember the lives of Skip Wells, Carson Holmquist, Thomas Sullivan, David Wyatt, and Randall Smith. Throughout the day, Chattanooga will hold memorials in honor of these brave men. 5 flags and plaques stand at the Riverwalk Pier Memorial for the victims. Tennessee Senator Bob Corker says the shooting was a tragedy, but it has brought the people of Chattanooga closer together.
I don't think I've ever experienced anything like leaving the funeral and driving to the burial place and seeing so many Chattanoogans of all walks of life standing out. I mean,
one of the survivors was a Marine from the Tri-Cities, Staff Sergeant Christopher Chase Estep. He was born and raised right here in Johnson City. He called 911 on the day of the attack. For a full list of events going on in Chattanooga today, you can go to our website, WJHL.com. And a Tri-Cities house fire remains under investigation after authorities found a person's remains. The Washington County, Tennessee Sheriff's Office said it happened on Shipley Road. Investigators say they found a body inside the home once the flames were put out. The Sheriff's Office is still working on notifying family members as the State Fire Marshal's Office continues to investigate. 37 people are behind bars as a result of a drug bust in Morristown. The Morristown Police Department and other agencies arrested 37 out of 79 people as part of Operation Ice Blaster. Police say that the operation refers to a machine which works undetected below the surface of a pond to help remove ice and clean the area. Undercover agents have worked for more than 15 months to target people selling crystal meth. According to investigators, any of the suspects that are not arrested will be put on a national crime database. North Carolina public health officials are closely monitoring a handful of pregnant women who either tested positive for the Zika virus or have received an indeterminate result. Zika is spread through mosquitoes and is linked to causing birth defects in newborns, but health officials say it is possible to be sexually transmitted as well. About 75% of people who have Zika do not show symptoms. However, some do report a fever, rash, or muscle aches. Officials in North Carolina are monitoring 19 Zika cases. All of those people traveled outside of the country to affected areas. Many across the world continue to mourn the loss of those killed in the deadly attack of a Bastille Day celebration in France. Coming up, we'll take a look at the latest on the investigation into that attack.